Going on, everybody? It's Dark Genesis here. My other fucking lamp went out, so bear with me, guys. Let me just, maybe this will help. Hold on. I'll put the lamp right up to my goddamn face. That's what she said. So, guys, I hope y'all are having a kick-ass holidays. I just haven't been posting much because I'll be honest with you guys, like, it's just... I get a little bit depressed during the holidays. That's how it is with me. That's probably why I dropped that Smashing Pumpkin song yesterday. I've been listening to a lot of, kind of emo shit, dark shit, and not really dark shit, but just, you know what I mean, lonely boomer shit. No, but it's all good, man. I do love the holidays. I think the holidays are rad. It's just when you're alone, as a monk, as an incel, sometimes you start to get those feelers. And, but then you remind yourself how much humanity sucks, and that tends to help a little bit. Speaking of that, it's been a while since I did a rant, and I saw a video, which I didn't even watch because I already know this guy's talking points. I know what he's going to say. And I just wanted to rant about it because I think it's so sad how some people are still stuck in, the 90s, around that time, when people were when it was controversial to say things, like the N-word, which... I know this video is going to piss some people off because I'm white, but the truth of the matter is I can speak on this because my ancestors were slaves too. I have a little bit of Irish in me. I think like 5% Irish people they were slaves by Europeans. I'm sure we dealt with the same crap. That's why the name redneck, if you guys know, well, everyone knows the term redneck. That actually came about from the Irish slaves because, they'd be out in the sun all day. So, I can speak on this, dude. Your race isn't any more oppressed than mine was. I mean, I don't want to, compete with you, Daym drops, but maybe you've heard of the Holocaust. And yes, Jews are white. Okay, I've heard people, all these races who deny that there are white Jews. Most of them are, at least in America, at least from what I've seen. Most Jews are Caucasian. So I just had to get that out there first. I have every right to speak on this. My race is oppressed, and I deal with oppression even now as a white man. I mean, look at these crazy libtards. These SJWs, all this hate towards straight white males. It's ridiculous. And I have to put up with this shit as a content creator. And I have for years now. It's just gotten a lot worse. But, So again, I think I have every right to speak on this. Okay? That's all I'm going to say there. But yeah, dude. Listen, man, okay, the reason why I know Daym is because, I mean, I've watched his videos before. I can kind of see what kind of person he is. He's a cool guy, but he's got a little bit of a ego on him. I can read that on him. A lot of New Yorkers are kind of like that. And that's why, I know his talking point is going to be stuff like, well, you're not part of this club, so you can't say these words. This to me is all just, number one, to me it's racism. But number two, it's just elitism. Saying that I can't say things because of my color. It's like, if you guys ever read the book The Sneetches, I have to bring it up. I guess, for some people you have to take them back to story time. That's just how ignorant they are. Take him back to kindergarten. The book The Sneetches by Dr. Seuss. There were Sneetches, these little creatures who had stars on their bellies, who thought they were better than the Sneetches without the stars. And so, if you guys know the story, then you know the other Sneetches put the stars on. So the original OG star Sneetches think it's lame, and then so they take their stars off, and you know, and just the cycle continues on and on. And unfortunately, that's just how humans are. People, for whatever reason, think they're better than others. I don't want to be judgmental, but you know, I know a lot of black people who are like this, and a lot of them do live up north. Okay, a lot of them are in like the New York area. You know what I mean? They seem to have, I don't know what it is, maybe because there's just more, you know, poor, destitute up there, but they seem to have this sort of like hard attitude about them. Even in the music, you know, like Wu-Tang Clan, I don't know what else. I don't listen to a lot of it. Redman, Old Dirty Bastard. They have this like it's good. I mean, I do really like rap from the north, but it's almost kind of comical because they take themselves so seriously. And like every single song, they're just like, you know, it's like, it's so different from music here in the South. It's complete polar opposite. I guess we have better drugs. You know, we got the purple syrup, which I guess, you know, makes people completely lose their edge. I don't know. That's the thing about it, though. I like having an edge, bro. That's one reason I don't smoke. It's because I know that would make me into, you know, a little soft motherfucker. I don't want to be that kind of person. But, you know, dude, I don't, like, I don't know what to say. It's just, people need to mellow the fuck out, you know? I'll admit, I say the N word. I do. A lot of times I just say it to myself. Or I might say it to, you know, just a dude that I'm talking to, maybe in DMs or whatever. I don't like to stir the pot. I don't like drama. So, I mean, I'm not going to say it, like, publicly. Even though I think that I should, because I think it's good to stir the pot. It's just, I don't. I have a really bad temper. And, you know, if someone gets in my face, it's going to put both of us in jail. And I don't mean to say that as a hard ass. It's just I've dealt with a lot of idiots in my life to where I just have zero tolerance for that bullshit. So I don't like to stir up trouble. But people like Daym drops to me, bro. I'm just going to be real. I think they're racist. And I think they have a real ego problem. You guys think that you're like the Sneetches with the star on your belly. You're not any better than anyone else, bro. You're not. You're just a fucking human being. You know, your blood is the same color as mine. You're made of the same stuff, dude. You guys need to come back down to reality and stop it with this silly shit. Okay? Every race was oppressed at one point or another. You know, I understand what the word means and where it comes from. But it's just like, dude, you know, you guys are hypocrites when you say cracker. Because not everyone was a slave owner back in those days if they were white. And I think that's very, you know, if you think about it, that's very like, what's the word? You know, judgmental. It's like, well, not judgmental, but it's grouping everyone together. You know what I mean? And look, I'm gonna be honest. Okay, I am from the South. I do have ancestors who I'm sure owned slaves. But you know, what about people up north who never owned slaves? What about those white people? Are those crackers too? You know, it's just you guys are so idiot. You're so idiotic with your shit, with your hypocrisy, telling us that we can't say a word, but you can say all these words. It's ridiculous, man. You guys need to grow up. Okay? I'll just end the video saying this. I mean, I am sorry for what happened to you guys. Obviously, that sucked. But really, bro, if you want to be mad at anyone, be mad at your own race, because I just have to bring this up. I mean, it was the Africans that shipped you guys here. Like, let's just be 100. Okay? Your kind sold you out, bro. And you need to understand that and recognize that. Okay? And I'm not trying to make excuses for what my ancestors did, but I'm simply saying you have no reason to only be mad at white people when your own kind sold you out. You know, I would be more upset with blacks if I were a black person, you know, and simply just knowing that, even though I mean, this shit happened hundreds of years ago, but I'm just saying, like, that is, that to me is worse than what the whites did to you, bro. You know, having your own kind sell you out is just, that's completely cowardly. And I would be embarrassed with my race knowing that that happened, you know, which I'm sure whites have done that too. I mean, you know, if you look at the Holocaust, you know, it was just whites killing whites. Adolf Hitler was a fucking retard. You know, he was just a little beta male on methamphetamines. He was just yeah, he was a little fucking retard. And what am I trying to say, bro? It's just, I don't know, bro. I think it all really just, it all comes down to this, bro. Humans are very stupid, unfortunately. The human race has never really evolved, in my opinion. It's just, we're still basically like in the Stone Age. Humans are not, we're barely evolved. I mean, a little bit, yeah, but in the scheme of things, we've barely become civilized. That's just kind of how I feel, man. You know, you can take that as a very pessimistic take if you want, as a very, you know, I guess nihilistic might be the word. I'm not a nihilist. I'm just a realist, dude. Humans suck. That's just the truth of it. Most humans suck. People are just inherently very selfish and stupid. You know, that's just how it is. And if you're a real one, you know that. And that's why I keep a small circle, bro. It's because I don't want people like Daym drops in my crew who think that his shit don't stink, you know? And honestly, I feel like, again, that he is a racist by telling a person of another race what to do and what to say. I mean, yeah, that makes you racist, dude. It does. I don't care what you have to tell me. It really fucking does, and that bothers me. You know, I don't even care about saying the word, because I know there's going to be people here saying, like, well, he's a little wigger. You know, he's mad because he can't say what the black man says. Bitch, I don't fucking care. Okay, I grew up in the 90s as an antisocial skateboarder. I say dude and bro. That's pretty much it, motherfucker. That's how it's always been with me. Every once in a while I might say homie, but aside from that, it's dude and bro. I do not fucking care. Okay? Yes, I love hip hop culture, but I don't think that belongs to black people. Okay? It doesn't, you know, these motherfuckers out here, bro, saying that like whites are guests in hip hop. Remember that one asshole? Who was that guy? Lord Jamar. Yeah, fuck that piece of shit. Ooh, I cannot stand that guy. Cannot stand that racist piece of shit. People, you know, motherfuckers like this dude are the biggest racist of all. You can just smell it on him, bro. That guy hates white people. You can see it so easily if you're a real one, you know. And it's sad to me that people like that even have a platform, have a voice. Someone like him does not deserve a voice, dude. He's a fucking coward, bro. You know, to say that white people are guests in hip hop, that's like saying you can't be part of our club, you know, unless you act a certain way. Get the fuck out of here, you fucking piece of shit. You're a fucking retard. I get a little worked up here. But, you know, that's just how it is, you know. Most people are cunts, dude. People like, there's a lot of Lord Jamars out there, man. And unfortunately, it's just something that real ones have to deal with. You know, I just try my best to ignore them and live my life the best I can. I don't really have many friends. I don't really have, a large crew or a lot of people I talk to in my life, but that's really the best way to live, man. Because it's just the way that humans are so goddamn primitive. They live in these stupid tribes. They live in these, yeah, the humans are just very tribal, bro. And I just think that's so stupid. And that's really telling how we have not evolved more than anything. It's just how tribal people are. It's no different than the cavemen, which I'll admit I actually like cavemen. I find them very fascinating. I believe they were actually very spiritual people, much like the Native Americans. But I mean, yeah, they were still very primitive and, savage, and that goes without saying. Um, and yeah, they lived in different packs. And that's not how it should have been. I know some people will say, well, that's just how they survived. Yeah, but they didn't have to survive like that. They could have just helped everyone out. But see, that's just how it is, man. Even back then, people were assholes, dude. And if they didn't like you, they would kick you out of the pack, and then you'd be ultimately fucked. If you were alone in the wilderness, yeah, I mean, you'd probably get eaten by a fucking bear, and they knew that. That's how fucked up they were. And if you think about it, like symbolically, it's the same thing, bro. People get kicked out of their packs and are left to die because it's hard out here, man. In the concrete jungle, it's really no different than back 1,000 years ago, dude. Um, if you want to survive on your own, dude, it takes nuts. Like you really got to have a set of nuts to be the lone Sigma wolf. I consider myself very Sigma, but it always hasn't been easy. Like I said at the beginning of this video, bro. During the holidays, there are times when I get very depressed and lonely. I mean, it happens really all year, on and off. But you just have to, distract yourself. Find ways to just keep yourself busy so that your mind doesn't go to that dark place, dude. And but more than anything, dude, I just avoid stupid people. That's my best advice to all of y'all. Avoid stupid people. Stupid people are a cancer. Stupid people will always be here. But, as long as you can just do your best to avoid them, you can live a happy life, I believe that a person can be alone and happy. Not everyone believes that, but I think it is possible. I think that as humans, we naturally are gregarious, wanting to live in packs like other animals, but we can go either way, kind of like being an omnivore. We can survive even without eating meat. It's the same way socially. You can adapt to it. It just takes a while. A lot of people can't, though. There's a lot of very weak men who sell their pride, who shave off their lion's mane just to fit in. These fucking simps. I cannot deal with these types, bro. And all my haters are exactly like that. They're just weak, cowardly men who sold their nuts, just castrated themselves just to fit into this weird fucking society of sneeches, little fucking weird creatures with stars on their bellies. So anyways, guys, there's my rant for today. It sucks that I have to make this video because I just wanted to say this. I actually do like Daym Drops. I mean, he does have a cool personality about him. He makes food reviews interesting, unlike a lot of people who are very boring. He's a funny guy. I want to like him. But because of videos like this, I really can't. And, I'm pretty sure I'm just going to unsubscribe from him now. Because I'm always going to be reminded of that shit. And it's like, fuck off, man. With your Lord Jamar bullshit. It's just so stupid. Again, I'm not here to try to play competition. But I mean, some of the best hip-hop artists were white. It's just how it is, man, Yeah, there's some great black ones too, but they weren't any better than us at the game, bro. You know, if I could just bring up one guy, Ritz. Not a lot of people know about Ritz, but holy shit, dude. I mean, that guy he would freaking destroy 95% of black rappers, and he's the whitest motherfucker you ever seen, bro. Like, you gotta wear sunglasses to look at that dude. That's how white he is. You know what I'm saying? But he is fucking good. So, black community, what do you have to say about that? You know? Oh, he's not part of our, our club. You know, it's like, what club, bitch? What club are you talking about? Are you talking about living in the projects? Because, motherfucker, there's plenty of whites living there, too. I mean, are you guys that stupid to where you can't see that? To where you think every white motherfucker is entitled and was born with some kind of weird discount card? Dude, I was poor all my fucking life. I never had any privilege, motherfucker. And you guys are just willfully ignorant in saying that, okay? You're just looking for a reason to be racist pieces of shit. And you're exposing yourself to all the real ones out there. So please keep doing it. Keep exposing yourself. That's really all I got for you guys. 20-minute rant today. Hope you enjoyed. It was a little bit laggy. Should have had the coffee, but I don't give a fuck. You know what I mean? I'm not getting paid for this, so I don't care how I fucking look or talk. It's fine with me. Anyways, guys, that's what I got today. Thanks for watching. Peace.